I know.
Send me message. Ooh. Wow.
Right early.
Can we see? Okay, now I get it. Like, look at that. Alright, so hey guys, so in this video, let me put my mirror up. I want to try as much as possible to try and recreate the look that Scott Barnes did on Tati Westbrook, I think almost a year ago. And guys, when I first saw that video, I thought that has to be like one of the best snatched look I've ever seen. And I've been seeing a lot of trends on this lately on YouTube, and I thought, why don't we try that out today on a black girl, a dark-skinned girl, and see how all of these tips applies to someone who is of darker complexion. Yeah, I'm excited. I have a bottle of red wine. It was Valentine's Day, so we've got a bottle of red wine. I feel like I've been so serious on my channel of late, sharing with you guys tips, production, all of that. Now I want to bring back the girly side of me and share with you guys makeup as well as, you know, beauty tips and tricks basically.
I always start with contouring. I always start with the dark and then I add the light. So I'm gonna use all-nighter, right?
Okay.
What I like to do with this is to bring it in, and you just use it to like eliminate stuff.
Okay, so he said that he likes to start off with the contour first and then go in with the highlights. But in this video, he's starting off with the highlights and then going in with the contour. And for his highlights, he's using the Urban Decay All Nighter. I don't have that, but I have something that's also amazing, and this is the makeup. It's a makeup. It's a Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer. Okay, something that I'm also noticing is that he did not prime the skin. He doesn't prime the skin. I'm not gonna prime my skin. I already went ahead to moisturize my skin.
And I'm gonna go in ham. Like I'm gonna use
yes,
makeup.
I
Like I'm
like
not
a
gonna
lot.
pretend like.
Just drench me. My skin eats makeup.
I bring the light right all the way up to the edge. And
Really?
sometimes you see really bad nose contour and it looks like they're behind bars. Okay, couple brushes. Let's talk about brushes first.
Oh my god, I think I have a brush like that. Oh, okay, we do. We have a brush like that. Yay! This one is from Zara and it is not labeled.
What I like to do with it is just kind of blend it out and just working into the skin.
So that's what we're doing. We're literally just patting that product in and then trying to blend out the edges.
And and you can do this on yourself, which is very easy, is I blend it up this way, see? And I got really great new lashes. I can't wait to-
I know! Okay, that was a nice trick. Okay, so now, without even applying any contour, we already have a snatched nose. Let me do the same thing on here. We're blending it up. We're just pushing it upwards.
Jaws. We're gonna come in with the jaws of life.
It's going in with a contour shade. So I'm gonna be using the Juvia's Place Stick Foundation. I'm gonna go in with Tunisia. And we're just going to do exactly what he's doing.
Ooh, yes.
Snatched.
Snap.
Wait, I want to be snatched too.
Call. I'm gonna do this look. I actually.
Okay, now I can see. Can we see that shadow? Like it's just snatched. Okay, now I get it. I get it.
So try to cover this up.
Well,
Because I
cover
don't
it with
like my bones.
So he's going directly on the cheekbone right here. I don't know if you guys can see that bone right here. Like right here. And he's just drawing that line. Okay. So we do the same thing on the other side. This area right here.
The per shoot, per lighting, like you really.
Oh, the first thing I
And
do
he's
when I
bringing
walk
it
in,
over here.
Lighting.
I walk right to the director and I'm like, well, what are we doing? Where's the light? And then depending on.
Something that I'm noticing is that the brush he's using for his nose contour is really precise. I'm going to go in with this angled brush right here. It has really tiny, precise bristles because I think he's drawn like a very precise straight line. So we're going to just mimic that. And he really took his time with the nose contour. So he's going ahead to overline the lips just to get like fuller lips, to get like fake fillers, I guess. So we're just going to do that. My lips look and feels a lot fuller.
Oh,
We're gonna start with
he's already, and I'm like,
Okay, so he's doing the body.
so was I.
Were you?
But I was screaming like a little girl in the audience. Was, oh my god.
How good was that show?
Okay guys, so I just used the leftover product to bronze up my chest, and low key, like I'm actually liking it. So I'm just going to, you know, do the same thing he's doing and continue with the entire process.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do like a little bit like what this is like, you know, like I said, we're doing this for TV.
Wait, I think he's going in with a foundation. For my foundation, I'm going to be using the still the same stick foundation from Juvia's Place, but this is in the shade Cameroon. I'm going to put this at the back of my palm, and the brush he's using is quite dense and quite fluffy at the same time. And I feel like this Juvia's Place foundation brush would be amazing.
TV and for stage, like for like a music
There
video.
is a difference because you have to think of like, I mean, she
Wait, something that I'm noticing is that he's blending the foundation in between the highlights and the contour, and he's kind of working it upwards, downwards, so that way they both marry. And he's doing the same thing again. I just have that. He's doing the same thing on this area right here. And I feel like my contour might have been harsh, but he's doing that same thing over here, and he's just pushing it up. Ooh, like I'm already seeing how snatched my face is looking, and I'm like, wow. Well, actually, the foundation that matches her body, he's blending that into the highlights.
A woman's face, and I'm like, okay, how to make you look perfect. You know what I mean? Like that.
So what he's doing now is to go in with a lighter foundation, and applying that foundation on the center of her face. So that way we keep the highlights, or we add more coverage and blend to the entire look. So I'm just going to wipe this foundation I used.
Instead of just eliminating that lip,
Message.
we're just
Okay,
patting over
so
it gently.
he's using a brush like this. This almost fell down.
She's there, but she's blended.
when did you?
I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place Stick Foundation in the shade Mauritania, and just looking at that, it is kind of similar to my highlight shade. So I'm going to be using that to do what he did. I'm just going to take that, a little bit of it, and just be doing what he did. And I'm going to blend that in as well. Okay, so he hasn't touched the nose contour yet. So now I get what he was saying. That contour is no longer as harsh as it was initially, but just by like pressing, not really pressing, but patting that light foundation over it, it blends it, but it doesn't hide it, if that makes sense. Or it is definitely underneath it. Now I totally get it. See, now I totally get it. He is going back in with different brushes. The one he used for the supposed foundation shade, the one he used for the contour one. So I'm gonna just be doing that, so that way we blend everything together. If that makes sense. Oh yeah, can you see how that is just creating like a beautiful gradient effect? So we can go back with that highlights brush and blend that in. Okay, can we see? Okay, now I get it. So it looks really snatched. Oh, God, I'm loving this. I feel like I need to go over it with over my nose. Guys, he's literally blending for hours, and I get that because the more you blend, the more it flows. And the more it blends into each other, and the more it kind of looks a little bit natural. Amazing. So let's go back to this.
I love cream. I think that cream works primarily better
so he's
than
going in
powder.
with the cream blush. I don't have one. I'm going to be using the YSL, the Slim shade in a shade 02. This is what it looks like, in case you guys are wondering. I'm going to just put that at the back of my hand. Take a little bit of it and just start patting it on my cheek. Crazy.
It looks like it's coming from inside the skin. And we want you to look like a baby face. So baby face is in here.
That is the one thing that I've noticed, and I
Placement.
will like try to copy you.
So I'm going to try as much as possible to focus less on the product and more on his techniques. So that way, even if you have or you don't have what he's using, you can be able to manipulate exactly what he's doing and create the exact same look. I'm loving how we're looking right now. I think I'm open my cleavage a bit so we can look a little bit similar to Tati. But we're just going to go on with the technique.
Their masters and their neck and their face are in 2 different zip codes. You're like, whoa. And then they blink their eyes and the lid's white.
Now, what I'm noticing is that he's using a lighter concealer just underneath the eyes. All right. So this should further open and brighten up the eyes. So guys, so to blend out the nose, you definitely want to be very precise with the nose highlights, with the nose contour, and you want to use a very precise brush. I'm going to be using this brush right here. I'm just going to be pressing in the product and pushing it upwards. And I'm also going to drag it into the eyebrows so that everything kind of flows. Feel free to go back and forth with this. So with the nose, you want to basically be doing the same thing. You want to blend it up. So that way, it's like it lifts up the nose and it kind of snatches it up as opposed to just taking it down. So blend it up so it looks a little bit, it looks like this. Can you guys see how penciled my nose are looking? I'm going to take that. That was the last thing he did. He blended everything all out. So to blend out, I'm going to be using a damp sponge. Even though it's clean, I never want to go in, or you never want to go in with a clean sponge. You always want to kind of get product on it. So that way, whenever you're blending in or trying to blend out, it doesn't pick up product. See, it's going to pick up the product. But by the time you have product on it, you're blending out and it's not lifting up the product. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're just going to make sure that we have product to work with and then we're blending it in. I'm also going to pushing that product, especially around this area. So he went ahead to set down the entire face using a translucent powder,
a little translucent with a tiny tinge of pink in her.
Or peachy undertone. I do have this one from RCMA. It's a no color loose setting powder. Next up, he's going in with a highlights palette. I don't have any of the products he's using, to be honest with you. But a dupe for that is this. This is almost the same. I want to say it's the same shades, but this one from Makeup Revolution is the Golden Sugar 2 blush or highlights palette. I've had this for years. It's amazing. It's so affordable. So we're trying to see how we can.
Love that.
Wait.
He didn't go.
She's gorge.
But
And I'm situation.
In with this shade. This is in the shade XD10. And we're going to just do that. We're going to just use that to set the contour. So he's going in with what I'm about to think is like a foundation, like a powder brush, and he's just blending. I say blending. He's just blending it in. So that's what we're doing over here. We're just blending it in.
So remember our little contour?
Yeah, I do. I can see it. Yeah.
See the fullness? Okay, and we're gonna connect the top so that it's not 2 peaks. It's kind of like a round.
Okay guys, so he's not using a lipstick. He's just going straight on with a gloss to kind of give like a fuller lip. And this is weird, doing my lips before my brows. I feel like it's so weird. But I'm going to be using the Fenty Glow.
Okay, now this is important. Tip alert. Feel what I'm doing? Going out to the edge. Not, I'm taking it and out into the edge.
Oh, this is like makeup choreography.
This is Sarah Artistry. I use these for brows.
I don't have that product, so I'm just going to go ahead to use my Rimmel London brow gel and brush my brows in place. My brows, I'm going to be using my current favorite. This is the Benoit Beauty Brow Lux brow pencil. This is what it looks like. If you're in Nigeria, I think they ship internationally, but if you're in Nigeria, definitely do try this one out. This is such a gorgeous brow pencil. It is lightweight. It looks so natural.
Right. Well, I don't want this to take over. I just kind of build them up slowly. Okay, so
We're shimmering our eyebrows.
well, because the whole look is kind of glistening and gorgeous, so we need to make the eyebrows match. It just softens. Like if you're wearing a black dress, really nicely, and you wanted contour with this.
Oh.
Turn to the camera. Just turn your head a little bit. See
Oh,
that?
I'm gonna do that. I don't know what he used, but oh, that shade was snatched. Snatched up my face a bit.
A little bit of Beyond Beige, which this is again one of my powders, but it has shimmer in it, but a slight amount to it. And feel how I'm kind of working upwards and going against it? Takes that sharp hardness
Okay, so I'm
away.
gonna be using this highlight shade over here with this one, just to kind of reduce the intensity of that. Again, he said it has shimmer. This one doesn't have shimmer, and that's why I'm dipping it into this highlights powder as well as highlight. I'm going to use this one to apply and use this one to blend. Just I feel like it's a little bit tapered, like it's pointed, so I can be precise with where I'm placing that brown. And this is what he basically did. He created like a round or like a semi-circle kind of effect, and that's what I'm going to do. This is the Zaron Nude eyeshadow palette. Again, you can use any eyeshadow palette that you have. Going on, and we're being precise with where we are blending and how we are blending. Again, guys, remember we did not conceal the brows, but I definitely love how it's looking right now. We only went ahead to highlight it before applying it.
Lighter, beige color. Right underneath the just going right underneath the eye.
So what he's doing right now is that he's using a lighter shade. In this case, it can't be this one, but I'm just going to just dip into this really just light, just to sort of clean up the eye look and also blend out that brown. Now it seems like he's applying like a bronzy shade on her lid. I'm gonna use this one because this one feels like it has like a rose gold kind of. I feel like I'm gonna go in with this deeper bronze shade right here and just apply that. Yeah, definitely that shade would have been the best to start off with. I'm just gonna put this. Need to blend everything all in, and it has to look really seamless and put together. He's kind of creating like a brown liner on, just like a brown liner to intensify the eye look. And yeah, that's definitely what he's doing. So I'm gonna use that same deep brown to just create like a liner effect.
Pumped up mascara. We're gonna, yes.
The beach is
this
over
is
there.
your vibe.
Yeah. Okay, it's my vibe.
I'm gonna be using the mascara volumizing, the Zaron volumizing mascara. This is what it looks like, in case you all are wondering. Now,
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. And
and just apply that on the outer corners because I think that's what he's doing. I'm stamping and I'm trying to blend at the same time so that it's not harsh or it's not it. Guys, can we see the highlight, the contour, the snatchery of this entire? So I'm just going to add a little bit of highlight because I feel like it has gotten, and I think that's the end of the tutorial. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just set my entire face again. I'm going to be using this one from Nuban Beauty, and I'm just going to set my entire face, maybe like 4 or 3 pumps, just like that. But my skin feels so weightless. It feels like it's so hydrated. I can't even explain how this feels, but I'm definitely loving it. I love how it feels and I love how it looks at the same time. So let me know what your thoughts are down in the comment section. At the same time, this is so gorgeous. Jeez, like look at that. Look at the contour we did. Look at how flawless it's looking. Look at that. Look at how snatched it's looking. Like, look at that. Look at my cheekbones. Like, look at my jawline. Like, just like I feel like this could be a bridal look. This is a very bridal look.